Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. So here we go today's video session. Here we go. Okay, so as I always say, my videos are always special. Special, special, special. This video is about a lot of game systems. Today, I've got a different packet. I don't know why I always do this, but I just like doing it. It's the flavor before doing a video. I've got not cheese and onion, it's Walker's salt and vinegar. This is amazing taste crisps. So we're gonna have some of this Walker's salt and vinegar. Cool. I like so. I'm not faking it here. Look, they're real crisp, man. Real. Oh god, I can show you. I might spill them. Watch when they come out. Woo! Walker's crisp salt and vinegar. Wow. A lot of salt and vinegar in them. This is amazing. Amazing. Walker's salt and vinegar. If you haven't tried some of these, try them. They are very delicious. Oh boy. A bit more. That's enough with the crisps. Salt and vinegar. Ooh. Welcome back to the classic Coca-Cola. Welcome back. Lovely, lovely drink. Absolutely lovely drink. I wonder how long this company's been going for. If I could just find all this information on this. It's not very important though. We don't know. It's a British Coca-Cola this is. Oh, this is funny, this isn't it? That's enough with the Coke. Okay, so today's video is about various systems. I'm gonna go up the lineup of power. How the people see this system. In that order. It's very important to know. Okay, the least but least is the Microsoft Xbox 360. Yeah. So we're going from the least to the most powerful system down the list. The next one is, you know what it is? Sony PlayStation 3. Believe it or not, around about 30%, this system is more powerful. This is the third system. That is Nintendo Wii U. This is more powerful than the previous two systems. It's the truth, this is. That's how it was. Whether it showed any potential, but I do think when you looked at its graphics, they were actually better than them two systems. But not a lot, huge improvement. Obviously, it was just a little bit more powerful, but it was more powerful, so it was a better system. Do you know what's the next system after this? It is funny, this is. It's the same company again. Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that was the next powerful system in the fourth category, man. Not the fourth, not the fourth category, the fourth system, I should say. That was the next powerful system. And the fifth system is Microsoft Xboxone. That's how it goes. And the sixth system is by far the most popular system to date and is the most powerful system in the lineup of game system I'm talking about is the Sony PlayStation 4. Yeah, so these are the 6 systems we are covering in this topic. And that's how it goes. So we went from the least, the Microsoft Xbox 360, and to the most powerful Sony PlayStation 4. Now you know down the line which systems are powerful. Sony PlayStation 3 is a Blu-ray system. So the games and movies were on Blu-ray discs. Yeah. And the resolution of the system was a Full HD, which is a 1080p HD. Cool. And also, there's one thing that needs to be covered in this video. We are gonna be comparing each system which NVIDIA GTX they are compared to. Now the Sony PlayStation 3, believe it or not, is compared to the GTX. No one's actually mentioned this in the videos, have they? They all all the low spec, the medium, the high end. That's all they say. But which one is it compared to? It's the GTX 680. The Microsoft Xbox 360 didn't play Blu-rays. It was a system. The games and the movies were on DVD. This system also was a Full HD 1080p HD. And in a sense, this system was also comparable to the GTX 680. So they are similar. There were a lot of fuss. The PlayStation 3 is more powerful than the Xbox 360. It depended more on the actual games, which suited the systems. Otherwise, the hardwares were similar to each other. There wasn't much of a difference between the two systems, really. All I can say that one was on Blu-ray and one was on DVD. That's all it is, really. The next one is, right, it's a Nintendo Wii U. Yeah. We do know the Nintendo Wii U had games, but not movies. So it was on a DVD format. You couldn't play DVD movies on this thing, just the games. There was two concepts to the Wii U when it comes to the resolution. The gamepad, right, you know that handheld device which is streaming the Wii U games, was running on 480p. Okay. And when you played the Wii U on TV, it was not 1080p HD, it was a 720p HD 30 frames per second system on TV, which looked quite beautiful, looked really impressive. Some can argue, how can this be better than the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360? It just was. The actual hardware was more powerful. It really was a better system. It's only the resolution was turned down on this machine, but apart from that, the system had better graphics and all that, and gameplay. Now, this is a very awkward system. So what GTX did this system actually was comparable to? That's the point here. It was a bit more powerful than the other two machines. Believe it or not, it wasn't a GTX 680. No, it wasn't. It was a higher one. Even it ran on 720p HD. Because Nintendo preferred a 720p to be in there for its probably gaming performance. Only Nintendo company knows about that. We wouldn't know that why he actually did that. Because usually it's about gaming performance and running the games fast, isn't it? When you have these resolutions. This system, right, must be a GTX 760. Even the resolution wasn't full HD, that won't matter. But the actual hardware and the architecture, the GPU is more powerful in this games console. So that's the Nintendo Wii U. Now for the next Nintendo machine, Switch. By far, Nintendo Switch is more powerful than the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii U. The system's a bit different. It wasn't made in a form like a box-shaped games console. They gave us like a tablet type of system, didn't they? Which looked like a slate. But hey, how would a CD fit in there? Because it's still so slim. Right? I don't think there's not enough space to put a CD drive in there. That is because this system didn't have no CD-ROM drive in there. Yeah. No CD-ROM drive, no DVD drive, no Blu-ray drive, whatever you want to call it. There's no drive in there. They used game cards. the same sense as Nintendo DS and 3DS. Game cards. Game cards. Right? Which slots into the system. They actually use that. In a way, that's a revolutionary idea. It's the next evolution in the games industry, where you don't have to carry these 12cm DVD or Blu-ray discs. Yeah, I think it's better. You can carry quite a lot of them in there, wherever your little pouch, or whatever, and the carry case that you get with the Nintendo Switch. So that's kind of pretty cool. Now, the Switch is kind of different as well. We did mention the gamepad was 480p and the Wii U and TV was 720 PhD. This is a similar thing like that as well again. Okay, so you got this Switch. You touched the game controllers with it. And Nintendo Switch on the screen, portably, you know what it was? That was what it is. It's a 720p HD 60 frame per second system. Pretty amazing, I would say. On the screen, yeah? Now, we're at a docking station. You know, that big thing. And then you put your Switch inside it. When you put your Switch inside that, there's a HDMI port, and that connects to a TV. Wow. You know what happens now? It turns the system into a full HD, 1080p HD, 60 frames per second system on the TV, man. So that's really, really impressive. Yeah. So what GTX does this compare to? It's pretty high, you know. I ain't joking on this. It's comparable to GTX 950. That's what the Switch is comparable to. A lot of people say that Switch is not that powerful and all that. Get the facts right. The Switch is quite powerful. Very powerful. You will soon find out later on in this video what I'm talking about. So for a while, we can't say much more than that. We're going to be talking a bit later on, a bit more about the power of the Switch. Okay, so the next system we're going to talk about is a Microsoft Xboxone. So this system did have a drive. What kind of drive? So he played games, movies, on DVD format. Yeah. DVD again. Not Blu-ray. Oh, I'm sorry. Very sorry. The Xboxone wasn't a DVD drive. It was a Blu-ray drive. My mistake. It was a Blu-ray drive which he played his games on, and games and movies. Yep. So I did all that. This system was a full HD, 1080p HD. Cool. Yeah. So what does this system actually compare to? GTX is GTX 960. Can you see? It's more higher than the actual Nintendo Switch, isn't it? There you go. So it's a bit more powerful. You'll soon find out which is more powerful. And how does a Switch actually compare to these Final two systems. Now the final system is Sony PlayStation 4. This is by far the powerful system in the lineup of games consoles I'm talking about. It plays its games on and movies on Blu-ray again. Sony company loves its Blu-ray, doesn't it? They can't get wrong with that. Full HD, 1080p HD, cool. There you go. Now, there's quite a mixture of things about what this machine's comparable to, which GTX is actually comparable to. A lot of people are saying it's the GTX 960. That is not true. That's not true. The PlayStation 4, believe it or not, is comparable to GTX 970. It's a pretty powerful system. So it's a medium range PC, man. That's why you get out of this system. The graphics horsepower out of this system here. Okay. We're going to leave the Xbox One out because it's the odd one out in the middle. In terms of sales, right, and how fast they are selling, the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 are selling the most on the market. Believe it or not, the Xbox One is suffering. It's not doing so well. Sooner or later, Nintendo Switch will overtake the Xbox One sales. There's no point talking about that. It's struggling on the market. Yeah. A lot of the games, the third-party ones, right, which are available on Nintendo Switch, and the same ones which are on the PlayStation 4, how do they compare? How do they compare? Think about that. Switch is a GTX 950, PlayStation 4 is GTX 970, but GTX 970 is more powerful, isn't it? So you're going to think, but hey, it's got 970 in there, it's supposed to be better. That's not true. It doesn't work that way with video games. It's the same thing that happens on laptop and desktop PCs as well. But that's not covered in this topic. Specific games on the Nintendo Switch, the environments, the graphics, and the look of the game, when we look at the Nintendo Switch, are the same as the PlayStation 4. I didn't say all the games. Some of the games are good as PS4. But what happens in some of these games? The shadows, the effects, the textures can be a bit low, yeah, on the Nintendo Switch. But the graphics, probably some of the lightning effects, right, and the environments, the way they look, the color, the contrasts, the shading and all that, and the graphics, as I told you, they look good as PS4. Some of the games, not all. When you're going to buy some of these third-party games, when we look at them, on Nintendo Switch, I think we need to be on 1080p to compare to PS4, right? We can't compare them from the screen Because the screen's running at 720p HD on the Nintendo Switch, isn't it? But the games I'm talking about, they are the 1080p HD ones, not 720 ones. They do look about the same. So it depends on the games you're playing on there. They can look the same. So don't just think that every single game on the Nintendo Switch looks worse than the PS4. That is not true. It doesn't actually work like that. Because sometimes, even you have a low GPU and all that, that won't matter. But if that game suits that GPU more than the high ones, the low one can beat the high one. So don't ever think that just because it's a high GPU, it can always win. It doesn't have to be like that. It depends on the game. It literally depends on the game. As I just told you, that some of the third-party games on the Switch are just as good as PS4. What about when we talk about game speed and gaming performance? Yeah, about the same really in some games. So bear that in mind as well. Don't just overrule Nintendo Switch just like that. Nintendo Switch can easily compare with the PS4 in some games, yeah. And especially the games that Nintendo's making on there, they are really good. Some of these games that Nintendo companies producing, they can look a lot better than the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. It's just the way they're made in it. They just look fabulous on that kind of hardware. They can surpass the Xbox One, PlayStation 4. So, there you go. Hope this video has been quite informative to you and you liked it, enjoyed it. Give your likes, comments, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.